ever wished that scheduling appointments or meetings could be as easy as sharing or sending a single link? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to set this up using the Google Calendar appointment schedule feature. So go ahead and open up your Google Calendar, go to create an appointment schedule, and let's walk through the different options. So first of all is just setting a title, and it can be as easy as let's talk. Next, pick how long you want the appointments to last. And so this could be something like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour. You can even pick a custom if you have longer or shorter duration. So let's go ahead and pick 30 minutes for now for our example. And then let's look at general availability. So we have different options here. So you can pick does not repeat if you literally have a certain short time period that you want to use. Or you can do repeat weekly if this is a weekly availability. Or you can pick a custom and you can see you can do a start and end date. You can pick when it repeats and so forth. So let's go ahead and assume a weekly schedule. And then you can set for each day manually, or if you want to copy across to all days. So for example, Monday through Friday, if we have the same schedule, we can set it on one and then we'll copy to the rest. So let's assume we want to give ourselves a break for lunch. So let's do 9 and then we can do noon. And then over here, we'll click add another period and we can pick 1 through whatever time we want to be done. Let's say it's 5 o'clock. Now, if we want to copy this to the other days, just click here on copy time to all, and now it copies it to the rest of the days. And you can adjust as well if you want to set in certain days for a little earlier or a little later. You can adjust it just like that. Now, this won't conflict with any existing appointments or any appointments that are made. Next, you can change your time zone if necessary, or you can leave it as your default. And then here is a scheduling window. So again, you can set a start and end date range if you need to, or you can do available now. And then here you can set if you want a maximum time in advance. So for example, this would be they could book an appointment up till 60 days from now. So you can reduce or increase that if you like. And then the minimum time before the appointment time that it can be booked. And so what this means, for example, if you have a 4-hour minimum time, is that if you had an appointment at 4 p.m., they'd have to book it no later than 12. And so you could increase this if you want. You could even go to 24 hours or 48 hours if you want more than one day. Next, you can set certain dates that you want to specify availability for. So for example, here, we could pick a single date. And so this could be where you could set some certain one-off events. Now, you could also just add them as events to your calendar and accomplish the same thing. Next, let's go to booked appointment settings. So you can add a buffer time. So this is going to be the time between appointments. So for example, if we add 30 minutes and someone booked an appointment, let's say at 9 a.m. So it'd be 9 to 9:30. And so if we had a 30-minute buffer, that means they couldn't book the next appointment until 10. And so it'd give you that 9:30 to 10 as your buffer time. And then maximum bookings per day. And so this will be the less than of the two, right? So if your appointment time and buffer time and your availability time would be less than this anyway, then this doesn't really matter, but you could jump this down to maybe if you only want one or whatever it is you want there. And then finally, for guest permissions, when they book an appointment, do you want them to be able to invite others to that appointment or call? And so you can untick this if you do not want them to, or you can keep it ticked if you want them to be able to invite other people. And then next, you can pick the calendars that you want to use. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if you want to link multiple calendars, then you're going to need a Google One Premium plan. If you're just using one calendar, then you can use the standard. And so then we can go to next, and then we have some final details. So here you can see how your booking page photo and name will be displayed from your Google account. So if you want to update this, you'll need to change or update your Google account photo and or name. Next, you can select how and when you want to meet. So you can do it as an in-person, as a phone call, as a Google Meet, or you can always come back and specify later, maybe if you're adding a Zoom or something else. And then here, this would be your default description. And then finally, we can go to booking form, and this allows you to determine what you want to ask for. And so you can do phone number. So we have first, last name, and email. We can add phone number, or you can add a custom item and determine if you want to be required. So this could be something like, tell me more. or if you want to require certain info, or if you have other things that you need from them in order to complete the appointment. And then once you're done with that, we can go ahead and condense these. And the final option here is the booking confirmation. And again, you'll get a confirmation email. If you need more email reminders, you will need a Google One Premium plan. And then when you're done, you just click Save. All right, and so here's the link that you can use. And so you could add this as a link on your website, your Facebook page, on your email, or you can share it directly. And so if we click this link here, see what others see, this would be the display that people would see when they show up to your link. And so they can pick a time. So if we go to Friday, for example, you can see they have 9, 10, or 11. And if we look back at our calendar, we're leaving at 12. And so that is the option that they then have. So let's take a quick look at if we add an event here to our calendar. And so let's just do new event, and we'll do 2:30 to 3:30. And if we go back here and refresh and go to Thursday, you can see it blocks out that time. All right, so if we go back here, the way you can edit that booking page, so it'll show up here now, is you can come over here and you click edit. And so if we come back here, for example, we could change this minimum time to 4 hours and save. And if we go back and refresh, you can see that now options are available on Tuesday as well. So that's how you would add an appointment calendar to your Google Calendar and allow people to automatically book appointments or meetings with you. So that's it for today's video. Make sure to check out the other videos on our channel for more tutorials on both Google Sheets and AppScript. And as always, have a great day.